Have you ever wondered why the richest people on Earth live like the poor? Take Warren Buffett, worth well over $100 billion, yet he still lives in the same old house he bought in 1958 for just $31,500, and he's perfectly content driving an unflashy sedan. Or look at Elon Musk, who sold most of his real estate and now rests his head in a prefab home steps from his factory. Are they being stingy, or do they know something we don't? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people grind every day only to stay broke. It doesn't matter if you earn $10,000 a month or $100,000. Keep throwing cash at the wrong things and you'll stay on the paycheck to paycheck treadmill forever. Flip the script though, and even a modest income can push you toward financial freedom in surprisingly little time. How? It boils down to 27 spending traps that quietly drain fortunes. You may be wondering, but how can they be 27? Yes, you spend much more than you realise, and you will see it especially with the items 5 and 17 in this list. Picture yourself next year, no longer sweating rent or car payments, but instead stacking cash for a business idea or snagging your first investment property. It may sound like a fantasy, yet it becomes reality the moment you break these 27 habits that silently kill your wallet. And if you quit today, they will show results within a week. Ready to see which expenses are standing between you and your dream life? Let's dive in, but first subscribe. Item 1. Oversized homes. Owning a giant house might look like the picture of success, yet that picture hides a money leak the size of a broken fire hydrant. When you stretch to pay for extra bedrooms you rarely enter, you also stretch to cover bigger property taxes, higher heating and cooling bills, steeper insurance, and endless repairs. That fancy staircase will need polishing, the huge garden will need a gardener, and every square foot adds cost, even while you sleep. Picture all of that cash as little workers you are sending away from your future. Instead of building wealth, you are heating empty hallways. Think about what those same dollars could do if they lived in a low-cost index fund, earning quietly while you live in a place that simply fits. With modest housing, you trim not just the mortgage, but also the furniture bill, the decor bill, and the energy bill. Keep repeating this truth. Space you do not use is rent you pay to impress strangers. Every year you stay small, you add thousands to your investment snowball. Let the neighbours brag about extra bathrooms. You will brag later when your portfolio buys freedom years before theirs. Item 2. Miracle investments recommended on social media. Scroll for 5 minutes and someone promises a shortcut. Crypto coins no one has heard of, options trades that never lose, or a new app that pays 30% a month if you jump in today. They flash screenshots of impossible gains and say you are missing out. That fear of missing out presses the gas pedal on terrible decisions. The truth is simple. If a deal sounds like magic, it usually takes your money, not multiplies it. Behind many of these posts are influencers who earn commissions when followers click, or outright scammers who vanish once deposits roll in. Real wealth grows like a tree, slowly, with roots in research and branches in patience. If a friend online claims they turned $500 into $50,000 overnight, ask for audited proof. You will hear crickets. Meanwhile, your steady index fund keeps compounding silently. Skip the miracle play, read boring annual reports and stick with strategies that survive recessions. Your future self will thank you for saying no in the comment section and yes to proven paths. Item 3. Expensive alcoholic drinks in posh venues. A round of designer cocktails inside a glowing rooftop bar feels like a victory lap, but that lap runs your wallet off the track. One fancy drink can cost what a whole bottle does at home, and the bar markup grows even higher when you add service charges and tips. Keep the celebration habit, and month after month you transfer a tidy slice of income to someone else's bottom line. Worse, alcohol loosens discipline, so just one turns into appetizers, desserts, maybe a second venue, each swipe easier than the last. Imagine switching that Friday ritual, meet friends for a sunset walk, brew coffee afterward, and redirect the saved $60 weekly into a simple brokerage account. At 8% annual return, that one swap may seed over $300,000 in 30 years. The person at the next table will not bail you out when retirement arrives. Break the spell now. Enjoy a drink at home for a fraction, savour the taste, and savour even more the feeling that your money stayed in your pocket, working double shifts for your future. Item 4. New cars driven straight off the lot. The showroom smell is expensive perfume. The moment you steer through the dealership gate, depreciation hits like a sledgehammer, wiping off thousands before the tyres warm up. Shiny paint does not improve commuting time, yet payments drag on for 5, 6, even 7 years, joined by higher insurance and bigger registration fees. Wealthy people often buy 2 or 3-year-old vehicles where the first owner swallowed the biggest value drop. They focus on reliability, not bragging rights. If you crave new tech, let someone else pay for it first. Tech filters down to used models faster than you think. Part the savings into assets that appreciate. Stocks, rental property shares, or your own business tools. When friends show off their 0 miles dashboard, nod politely, then remember your quiet engine, compound interest. 10 years later, their car is worth scraps while your portfolio funds the next car in cash. Drive modest, arrive wealthy. Item 5. Never ever buy things for your wife. It may seem strange, but the biggest expense a man can have is a demanding woman. So in this case, what you have to do is understand that I'm just kidding. Obviously, love is a beautiful thing and should be cultivated with the right attention. However, you should not waste money uselessly on this. Let me explain better. The real 5th item is over-the-top birthday parties or lavish weddings. Love and friendship need memories, not massive invoices. Yet social media pressures families to rent castles, release doves, and hand guests goodie bags that cost more than rent. Couples start married life under mountains of debt. Parents raid retirements, and for what? Guests barely recall the flower wall a week later. Consider a toned-down event. Intimate guest list, meaningful music, and thoughtful photos. The laughter will sound the same, the vows will ring just as true, and the money you did not spend can build a home fund or kickstart college savings. Picture the peace of mind when your anniversary arrives without a credit card hangover. Children's parties follow the same trap. Bouncy castles, costume characters, and custom cakes for toddlers who care more about simple balloons. Scale back, stash the surplus, and give your loved ones the gift of a stable financial future rather than a single viral snapshot. Item 6. Unnecessary duplicates like extra headphones, backpacks, or sunglasses. Marketers know the thrill of new. They repaint familiar goods in fresh colours, add a pocket here, a Bluetooth chip there, then whisper, upgrade. Soon you own 3 similar bags, 4 pairs of shades, and headphones for every mood, yet only 1 pair fits your ears daily. Those duplicates hide in drawers, silently draining wealth. Multiply that habit across household tools, kitchen gadgets, and phone chargers. Each purchase seems tiny, but together they build a quiet mountain of waste. Wealth builders set a rule. Replace only when something breaks or truly solves a new problem. Before buying, pause and count how many of that item you already own. Sell or donate spares. Convert clutter into cash. Item 7. Expensive plane tickets. Flying business class feels luxurious, but the extra legroom often costs triple while delivering the same arrival time. Booking at the last minute multiplies the pain. Wealth-focused travellers watch fare alerts, travel off-peak, and leverage reward points. They see flights as a means to reach experiences, not a place to show off. Consider this math. Pay $1,500 instead of $500 for a 7-hour flight, and you give up $1,000 that could double in a decade if invested wisely. Now picture making that choice twice a year for 20 years. Your seats in the front turn into tens of thousands lost. If comfort is vital, aim for strategic upgrades. Exit rows, premium economy during sales, or loyalty perks earned through everyday spending you would do anyway. The world remains just as wide from row 21, and your future budget for exploring it grows healthier with each smarter fare. Item 8. Lotteries, scratch cards and bets. The slogan says it could be you, but the odds whisper it will not. Whether you scratch at the gas station or place Sunday sports bets, the house edge is relentless. Hope feels cheap at a couple of dollars a ticket, yet across years many people unknowingly pour thousands into these games. Study after study shows lower income households spend the highest share chasing a rescue that rarely arrives. Imagine channeling that weekly gambling money into a broad market ETF. Instead of a 1 in millions shot, you gain near certain growth over time. Even small amounts invested faithfully blossom into meaningful sums. Break the cycle by calculating lifetime spending on games of chance. The total will shock you enough to stop. True security comes not from luck, but from habits that tilt the math in your favour every single day. Item 9. Expensive brand name clothes. Logos shout status, but wallets whisper truth. A designer sweater may cost 10 times a quality, unbranded one while offering the same warmth. The markup pays for runway shows and glossy ads, not superior fabric. Dressing to impress strangers creates a treadmill. Styles change, and your closet demands fresh deposit after fresh deposit to stay relevant. Meanwhile, genuinely wealthy individuals often repeat neutral outfits, choosing fit and durability over flashy symbols. They understand that confidence and bank balances grow when purchases follow personal value, not public approval. Build a classic capsule wardrobe, mend items when possible, and hunt for sales on timeless pieces. Let dividends, not labels, speak for your success. When brand-hungry acquaintances tease your simple shirt, smile, because silence is golden, and so is the compound interest swelling in your brokerage account. Item 10. Compulsive online shopping at night. When the house is quiet and the phone glows in a dark room, marketing tricks slip straight under your guard. Tired eyes click, add to cart, faster than the brain can ask, do I really need it? Flash sales tick down seconds, silent push notifications whisper, only 2 left, and one-tap checkouts remove every speed bump. Each midnight parcel feels like a tiny reward, yet the shipping boxes pile up like bricks in a wall between you and real wealth. Nighttime buying drains tomorrow's paycheck before breakfast, fills closets with gadgets that charm for a week, and buries you in return-label chores you never finish. Imagine if every 2 a.m. purchase, phone case, novelty mug, extra throw pillow, were instead a micro-investment set to auto-buy shares of a broad index fund. You would wake to an email saying, "Your money is growing," not "Your order is on its way." Break the loop by leaving your wallet in another room after sunset, uninstalling store apps, and setting a rule: no purchases until morning light and a cup of coffee. Clear nights create clear accounts, and clear accounts build freedom long after the thrill of a late-night swipe fades. Item 11. Giant TVs or too many TV devices. A massive screen promises cinema at home, but it also devours space, power, and disposable income that should be feeding your future. Retailers hook you with vivid demo loops and payment plans stretched so thin you barely feel the slice at first. Yet add the soundbar, streaming box, new cables, wall mount, plus the higher energy bill, and you have turned entertainment into a silent money vacuum. Many households now own 3, 4, even 5 screens, each demanding subscriptions, updates, or pricey repairs. Worse, every hour glued to an oversized panel is an hour stolen from reading, side hustles, or skill building, all activities that actually raise income. Visualize redirecting that $1,200 monster TV budget into dividend stocks while keeping the modest set you already own. In a decade, compound growth could buy you a theatre's worth of experiences instead of one outdated display scheduled for the landfill. Remember, screens shrink in price every year, but lost compounding never comes back. Resist the itch to upgrade every Black Friday. Let friends brag about 8K pixels. You will quietly stream success on a perfectly fine 1080p and a perfectly fat investment account. Item 12, cigarettes or vaping? Lighting up costs far more than the pack price. It smoulders away your cash, siphons your health, and shortens the lifespan during which your hard-earned money could be enjoyed. A pack-a-day habit in many cities now runs over $3,000 a year. Vaping juices, pods, and replacement coils add up just as cruelly. Multiply that by decades and you watch a down payment on a home go up in literal smoke. Health insurance premiums climb, sick days steal wages, and long-term medical bills strike when retirement savings should be stretching, not shrinking. Even if the numbers did not scare you, imagine the opportunity cost. The same daily outlay, funneled into a low-fee index fund, might blossom into a six-figure cushion by the time grey hairs appear. Instead of burning dollars and lung tissue, commit to a quit plan, support group, nicotine patches, or a free app that tracks progress. Celebrate each smoke-free milestone by transferring your would-be tobacco money into an automated savings goal. With every craving defeated, your lungs clear and your net worth brightens. The sooner you stub out the habit, the faster the twin dividends of health and wealth begin to compound. Item 13. Get rich quick seminars or shady workshops. The hotel ballroom is set up with loud music, glossy slides, and high-pressure hosts who parade success stories and promise you'll be next if you pay for the platinum program tonight. The script is always the same. Paint your current life as failure, flash a Lamborghini photo, then whip out limited time pricing. Attendees often leave hyped yet poorer, packed with vague buzzwords and three-ring binders that gather dust. Real business knowledge rarely hides behind $5,000 upsells or mysterious secret formulas. The seminar economy profits by selling the dream, not the outcome. Worse, some events promote legally shaky strategies, risky leverage, pyramid-style marketing that can wreck credit scores and friendships alike. Instead of signing a payment plan, spend an evening with free library books on index investing, reputable online courses on coding, or local meetups where practitioners share experience at no cost. Shield yourself by checking whether the speaker's wealth comes from the tactic taught or from ticket sales. When in doubt, walk out. You do not need a stage show to build riches. You need steady habits, credible mentors, and time. Keep your enrollment fee in your brokerage and let real interest, not hype, carry you forward. And to understand how to earn for free, you could also subscribe to this channel. Item 14. Celebrity or influencer merchandise. Limited edition hoodies, branded skincare kits, and autographed photo books flood timelines daily, all stamped with a famous face. The markup subsidises private jets while you finance it through afterpay installments. Many of these products are identical to unbranded versions made in the same factories, differing only by logo and inflated price. Influencers count profit each time a follower clicks the bio link, and they pivot to the next drop before customer reviews even land. Meanwhile, closets clog with novelty, t-shirts that fade after one wash, and beauty serums half used because the next hype train already arrived. Catch yourself before tapping buy. Ask, would I want this item if it had no familiar name on it? Could I get equal quality at a fraction of the cost? Swap impulse loyalty for rational value. Direct these savings toward building your personal brand, skills, certifications, or a small business that pays you, not someone famous. True admiration means emulating work ethic, not feeding merchandising machines. Keep your money circulating inside your goals, not theirs. Item 15. Random trinkets and cheap decor. Dollar store hauls and novelty souvenir stands tempt with low price tags, but the hidden bill arrives through clutter, landfill guilt, and opportunity cost. Tiny ceramic animals, funny desk signs, and seasonal knickknacks crowd shelves until the room feels smaller, pushing you to rent storage or upgrade square footage. Worse, low-quality items break quickly, demanding replacements that repeat the cycle. Each plastic statue might cost only a few bucks, yet tally a year of careless grabs and you will find hundreds of dollars evaporated. Visualize that pile of impulse decor turned into a single share of a blue chip stock, one that actually appreciates rather than gathers dust. Adopt a minimalist checkpoint. If it is not functional or deeply meaningful, leave it on the shelf. Celebrate clear spaces. They save time on cleaning, reduce stress, and showcase the items you truly treasure. Your wallet and the planet applaud every trinket you never buy. Item 16. Fast fashion. New racks hit stores every week, offering trendy shirts for the price of lunch. The catch: seams unravel after a handful of washes, shades fade, and cuts go out of style almost overnight. Replacing cheap clothes constantly drains funds year-round, while the production chain exploits low-wage labour and scorches the environment, costs hidden from the price tag. Instead of bulging closets, aim for a capsule wardrobe. Classic pieces in durable fabrics that mix easily. You may spend a bit more up front, but each garment lasts years, not weeks, and resale value holds. Track what you spent on impulse clothes last year. Imagine that number invested in yourself through a course or in the market through an ETF. Fast fashion is literally designed to make you a repeat buyer. Break free by learning basic mending skills, thrifting high-quality brands, and sticking to a shopping list. Style anchored in confidence outlives any micro-trend pushed by forced scarcity email blasts. Item 17. Bottled water. Water in a single-use plastic bottle may look innocent at $1 or $2, but consider the scale. Drink 2 bottles a day, and you spend over $700 a year on something that flows nearly free from the tap. Add environmental costs, oceans choking with empty PET containers, recycling systems overwhelmed, and the price balloons. Marketers play on purity fears, yet many bottle brands draw from municipal sources identical to your kitchen sink. Buy a sturdy, reusable bottle and a countertop filter if taste or local quality concerns you. Reinvest the saved cash into health, fresh produce, or straight into your investment account. Over decades, ditching packaged water can fund a dream vacation or cushion an emergency fund. Every sip from your own bottle is a toast to financial sanity and ecological stewardship alike. Item 18. Impulsive entertainment splurges. Concert tickets the moment they drop. Premium game passes. Spontaneous weekend getaways booked at surge prices. Each promises unforgettable fun, but together they sabotage long-term goals. Dynamic pricing ensures last-minute buyers pay the steepest rates, and fees hide in checkout stages. A single VIP festival weekend can eclipse a month's rent, yet memories blur while credit card balances stick. Strategize leisure like any budget line. Set an annual fun fund, hunt early bird deals, and choose experiences that align with values rather than fear of missing out. Substitute some big-ticket outings with community events, hiking, potluck movie nights, or library workshops. The joy is real, the cost minimal. Let deliberate planning, not impulsive flash sales, guide your calendar so that you harvest both good times and growing net worth. Item 19. Expensive gifts to impress others. Birthdays, holidays, and weddings can trigger panic buying. Luxury watches for partners, designer handbags for relatives, and high-tech toys for kids who crave box more than content. Society equates love with price tags, but long-term finances sag under the weight of forced generosity. The recipient enjoys a momentary high, while you shoulder interest charges or drain savings. Shift focus to gifts rich in meaning, handwritten letters, shared experiences, or skills taught. If a costly present feels mandatory, set early sinking fund contributions so you pay cash, not credit. Remember, authentic relationships thrive on presents, not gifts. Impress by listening, supporting, and showing up, not by shelling out. Channel the surplus cash into investments that ultimately allow you to be more present with loved ones, thanks to reduced financial stress. In time, they will value your freedom and theirs far more than any logo-stamped box. Item 20. Frequent fast food for convenience. Buying burgers and fries on the run feels easy. No dishes, no thinking, no wait. Yet every combo meal drains more than calories. It drains the bankroll that could be compounding quietly. A modest $10 bite 3 times a week equals over $1,500 a year, enough to fund a beginner investment account or clear a credit card balance dragging you down. Worse, junk meals often trigger medical bills down the road: high blood pressure, diabetes, costly prescriptions, and time off work. Picture future you stuck budgeting for pills instead of vacations. Swap the drive-through habit for batch-cooked grains, frozen veggies, and simple protein prepped on Sunday night. 10 minutes in the microwave beats 10 in a line, and your savings grow with each homemade lunchbox. By choosing fresh, over-fried, you pocket money, sharpen focus, and extend healthy years to enjoy the wealth you're building. Fast food is only fast at emptying both stomach and wallet. Break the loop, and convenience starts serving you instead of the other way around. Item 21: expensive seasonal decorations like Christmas inflatables or glowing Halloween skeletons. Stores deck aisles with glitter and sound chips months before the holiday, pushing you to refresh last year's perfectly good ornaments. Giant yard inflatables gulp electricity, themed plates break after a party, and limited edition snow globes collect dust 11 months out of 12. A single season spree can top $400, a sum that, invested yearly, might snowball into tens of thousands by retirement. Meanwhile, decorations crammed in closets force bigger storage bins or even paid units, quietly multiplying cost. Social pressure whispers that every window must sparkle like a catalogue spread, but real friends come for warm company, not synchronized light shows. Commit to a simple rule: upgrade only when something breaks or carries deep sentimental value. Craft reusable items with the family, paper garlands, painted jars that create memories instead of receipts. Borrow or swap decor with neighbours rather than buying new. The planet thanks you for less plastic waste, and your budget thanks you for staying off the seasonal treadmill. Remember, holiday joy glows brighter from debt-free peace than from any LED icicle draped on the roof. Item 22: brand new electronics the moment they release. Manufacturers churn out phones, tablets, and smartwatches on a yearly clock, marketing each as life-changing. Early adopters pay the highest price for features that feel exciting for a week, then fade into normal. A flagship phone at $1,200 loses up to 40% value in 12 months, while last year's model often performs 90% as well for half the money. Multiply this cycle across laptops, earbuds, and gaming consoles, and you're wiring thousands yearly into devices that become drawer fossils. The smarter route: buy gently used gear or wait for mid-cycle discounts once hype cools. Combine that with trade-in credits, and the same tech costs a fraction. Redirect the spared cash toward a high-yield savings goal or index fund. Tech companies rely on fear of missing out. Challenge that fear by tracking how often you actually use those extra megapixels or marginally faster chips. Most people open the same handful of apps and stream the same shows, regardless of processor speed. Break the upgrade addiction, and each skipped launch event becomes a brick in the wall, protecting your financial future from needless obsolescence. Item 23: shopping at the airport. Travellers trapped behind security lines face luxury boutiques, souvenir stands, and restaurants that double street prices. A quick magazine, neck pillow, or sandwich seems harmless until you tally the markups. Bottled water that costs $5, earbuds 3 times their online price, and duty-free temptations preying on boredom. Frequent flyers may unknowingly leak hundreds per year, money that could instead reduce the credit card bill funding the ticket. Plan ahead. Pack an empty reusable bottle to fill after security, load ebooks before leaving home, and stash healthy snacks in your carry-on. If souvenirs matter, buy them downtown where competition keeps prices honest. Remember, the airport is engineered to capitalise on idle time and limited choice. By arriving prepared, you silence the marketing amplifiers and keep travel costs predictable. Every dollar not wasted at Gate 23 can collect air miles worth of interest in your investment account, helping fund your next trip rather than inflating terminal profits. Treat airports as transit hubs, not shopping malls, and watch your vacation budget stretch further. Item 24. Speculative meme cryptocurrencies with no real fundamentals. Chat rooms explode with coin tickers promising the next Bitcoin, backed only by jokes, dog mascots, or viral tweets. Prices rocket when influencers hype them, then crash when attention shifts, leaving late buyers holding digital confetti. Unlike established projects with clear use cases, meme coins lack development teams, revenue models, or transparent roadmaps. Putting rent money into such tokens equals buying lottery tickets on the blockchain. Stories of overnight millionaires mask armies of silent losers whose savings evaporated in minutes. Instead, study fundamentals: network adoption, security audits, genuine utility, before risking even spare cash. Allocate only what you can afford to lose, diversification intact. Better yet, focus on proven assets or low-fee index funds where historical data supports growth. Ignore social media to-the-moon chants. They are thunderclaps before a flash crash storm. When speculative mania strikes, remember Warren Buffett's rule: invest in what you understand. Your future self prefers steady compounding to heart-pounding volatility. Item 25. Expensive jewellery purchased purely for status. Diamond tennis bracelets and oversized gold watches sparkle under showroom lights, but the resale market dims that shine. Retail margins can exceed 100%, meaning the moment you exit the store, value plummets. Insurance premiums, appraisal fees, and secure storage add silent costs year after year. If the piece is an heirloom level or tied to cultural tradition, ask whether you're buying confidence or metal. True wealth seldom flaunts itself around the wrist. It accrues quietly in diversified portfolios. Consider alternative ways to celebrate milestones: experiences, education funds, or small business investments that appreciate rather than depreciate. If fine jewellery still calls, hunt estate sales or reputable second-hand dealers where markups shrink. Above all, avoid financing luxury gems. Compounding interest on debt buries any supposed prestige. Those who truly matter judge character, not carrots. Let your balance sheet, not bling, communicate success. Item 26. Alcohol and recreational drugs. Beyond well-known health risks, regular drinking or drug use torpedoes budgets. Weekend bar tabs, craft beer subscriptions, and party supplies can exceed a car payment before you notice. Add ride shares, late-night food orders, and next-day recovery costs, and indulgence morphs into a financial sinkhole. Long-term use invites medical bills, higher insurance premiums, and lost productivity that caps earning potential. Legal troubles from impaired decisions can wipe out entire savings overnight. Redirecting that discretionary spend toward fitness classes, books, or a side hustle kit not only fortifies your wallet, but also sharpens mind and body, creating a positive loop. If quitting outright feels daunting, start with alcohol-free weekdays or mocktail socials. Track actual dollars saved using an app. Watching the number climb reinforces progress. Future you will enjoy clearer mornings, deeper pockets, and the freedom that comes from holding the steering wheel, not chasing another round. Item 27. Fancy daily coffee or meal delivery. A $5 latte and a $15 delivery bowl might taste like small luxuries, but together they stealthily drain over $6,000 a year. Enough for a Roth IRA max out or a life-changing course. Delivery fees, service charges, and generous tips multiply the bill while offering zero nutritional upgrade over homemade options. Moreover, apps encourage impulse add-ons, dessert, side dishes, bottled drinks. Prepare coffee at home for mere cents, invest in a quality thermos, and learn quick meal prep. Overnight oats, salad jars, sheet pan dinners ready in 30 minutes. Schedule a weekly treat day to keep cravings in check without breaking the budget. Every cappuccino you brew yourself pours extra cash into savings, while cooking grants control over ingredients, advancing both health and wealth. The aroma of financial independence beats even the richest roast from the corner cafe. Here's the bottom line. Ditching these 27 money traps isn't about pinching pennies. It's about changing your mindset from spending for the moment to building for the future. When you say no to instant thrills, you say yes to long-term freedom, emergency cash, seed money for a business, or that rental property you've been eyeing. Some friends may joke about your older phone or homemade coffee, but hold steady. Every no today is a brick in the wealth fortress you're raising for 2025 and beyond. Remember, you're not depriving yourself, you're clearing space for what really matters. Use a visual cue, a photo of your dream trip, or the debt-free statement you want to frame. When temptation strikes, glance at that image and ask, which matters more? Soon, skipping wasteful buys feels effortless. Ready to see the change? Write down the 27 items, set reminders, and share this challenge with a friend so you can hype each other up. And if you found value here, hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments which expense you'll cut first. I'll tell you my two personal ones that I removed first were 22 and 13, and they brought me huge results in less than 10 days. And they can do it for you too. Big results start with one small commitment. Make yours today, and I'll see you soon.